Welcome guys to the tutorial of PHP's variables and scope. Today we're going to talk about that, and for the string you can have up to 2 gigabytes in size. You can redefine this in variable to a different type. Here is assigned to an integer. Integer can have up to 9.2 quintillion, which is this number right here. That's the maximum precision you can have. If you try to add one to it, it would now use a scientific notation. Even if you try to turn it into a string, it still shows a scientific notation. For the double, you can have twice as long as float, which is really long and is by default. And if you add one, it still preserves the precision, as you can see there. Here is true or false, right? It can be caps or not. Right here it's all caps. It's mixture, but it's better to do all caps, single caps, or no caps. Like Java, you can have all lowercase. Like Python, you can have single capitalization, and then for this one you can do all capitalization. But man, that's loud. Why would we do that? I don't know. You can do that if you want to. Here we have an array that can have mixed types. Here is an associative array where it's a key to value relationship. And then here you can have mixed types even an array. So that's how you make a 2D array right here. You can make a 2D array with that. When you print the first one, it shows as the and then tracer for order, right? And a for jump is useful to show variables and their values, like Boolean is to array is this one right here. However, if you do like 5, then 10, then 4, then it's in that order. So here is 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, then 10, then 4. The order of the index is preserved, not sorted. And then here you have PHP value right here. And you can have a number, string, Boolean, and then decimal places. You cannot use an array as an index. So here it prints as A0. Here it says it's missing 2 because 2 is also 1. So it overwrote this into false right here. That's why number 1 key is missing. Unless you run the variable dump, then it'll show as false, right? So it's missing 2. That's what the point is. And then down here, you can see you can use decimal places, it'll work, as well as numbers to string, whatever. You can mix and match. For the constant, case insensitive is no longer supported, as you can see here. So that means this part is useless. You can't use it anymore. So it's always case sensitive. So A, B, C, and then E. Here is 42 and 82 as a result. You can also use array as a constant. As you can see, it works here. However, you cannot redefine or add to it because it's unchangeable. So it pretty much is a tuple. And here it won't allow you to redefine true because true is already defined. That's why. And now we're going to talk about the scopes. Here is the global example. As you can see, it's 5 and 6 here. And then down here, you can see that I separate out 2 files to show that it's global, that it can be accessed from anywhere, right? And then here I set up the testers. So the first one is local. So if you try to run this, it'll throw an error or warning, so it won't work. But here you can call global and then call it. As you can see, test2 is -5. And then here you can have multiple commas separated global variables, and you can see it's printed like that. And there's also a global associative array that has X in it, which gives you direct access to the global variable. Here you can see there's no need for 2 statements, whereas here you do. However, the main difference is if you're going to use it once or often. It's better if you're using often to call it like this. That way you're not calling over and over and over to associative array, which would slow it down. Now we're going to into static example. The global is defined and then static, well then static wins and uses static, as you can see in test 6, which is 0. And then 7, same thing, if you flip the order, it would be using 10 as a global variable instead of static. And then here, if you assign it, it initializes it upon the first function call, and then from now on, it will add 1 to it each time the function is called. As you can see here, 8 is 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that? And then here, you cannot assign variable assignment to static. It will result in a virtual error. You can't also use function result as well. That's right. Define the result up here. You can assign constant to it or a literal to it because it won't change. And if it won't change, then it's consistent, right? Here you can see it's added in minus, and then 9A, 9A, the 9B shows increase and decrease over time. And then here's local is set to local. And just to make sure that it doesn't change the global, you can see that the locus test is 1, but the global is 10. Now we're going into the site scope, which includes the file from here, so that we can test x10 $X shows as a global available from the scope file. Every global is added to here from there, so all of this is added into here. Even the static variable, if you want the test, you can see it's 6 now and then 7. That'll be all for this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.